Failed to post tweet. Don't care. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna pick up right where we left off. Chinese weather balloons. Yeah. But shout out to Don. Shout out to Miss Ivy. What's Jaden Ivy's mom's name? Jaden Ivy's mom's name. Jaden Ivy's mom. Shout out to Don. Shout out to just women's college basketball. If you remember what Norwood just said was true. Man, y'all better catch up because they leaving y'all in the dust. They about to play in Paris. Y'all can't even get nobody to fill up a gym. That is true. Hey man, so we know this is what y'all here for when it comes to the NBA. The NBA playoffs and play-in just started. Saturday we talked about the Hawks beating the Heat to make it to play Boston, and the Bulls ended up playing the Toronto Raptors for a chance to then play the winner. I mean, the loser of the Hawks versus Heat game. We all know what happened. We're in the playoffs. We know that the Heat lost. Toronto ended up playing the Bulls. The star of the show was Miss DeMar DeRozan's daughter. She screamed at the top of her lungs every single time the Toronto Raptors shot free throws. Now, Toronto is like a 70% free throw shooting team as a whole, as it goes. 75, I think, 78, something like that. Add her into it, and it drops to 50%. They went she forced 18 missed free throws, and they lost by 2 points. Shout out to DR. Oh, I didn't know you were gonna shoot that tree. I did not know you were gonna shoot that tray here. That's it. That's all you got. You're a better defensive player than Trae Young. It's not right there. You had to think of that. Nobody, nobody else thought of that. I've seen him try. So you saying he should just scream? So he should just scream, is what you saying? Yeah, he would be. Come on, man. So this is her. This is video of her. You said what? It's tough, man. She screamed every time. Um, and first off, let's talk about the Raptors. If I'm the Raptors, what's up, Russ? If I'm the Raptors, I'm not admitting that I'm so mentally fragile that an 8-year old could scream amongst thousands of fans and then make me lose. Nah. Funny story is they showed the one free throw that they made. Y'all, yeah, I mean that's funny, but y'all had 18 other instances to pick for when they missed it, because she definitely affected the game, dog. But the funny thing is they won, and Demar, you should have probably brought her to Miami. I mean, because it was a back and forth game, and Jimmy did. Oh, can't hear Chris. Jimmy did. Jimmy did what Jimmy did. You can't allow. If this works, Demar, it's like a good luck charm. It's juju. If she locked you out of the game, if she helped you win the game against Toronto, why? I understand being a good parent. He said, nah, she's got to go back to school. She wanted to go to Miami.
Yeah, she do.
He wanted her to go back to school. He said he's trying to be a good parent. I get that.
Bro, you in her life.
You in her life?
You gonna miss it. You definitely gonna miss the second day of school. I don't care. Hey, she played better defense than Zach LaVine too. Trey and Zach LaVine.
And bro, we in April, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now you are a good parent. Now we are not judging you for making your daughter go to school and doing the right thing, but it is also April.
Hey man, hey, perfect attendance is overrated. As Mr. Perfect Attendance.
Yeah, I had perfect attendance. Yeah,
if I had to stay at home, they was gonna find some stuff for me to do.
Stuff for me. You can't stay at home. Let's talk about it. You can't stay at home and do nothing as a black child. If you're at home, if you sick, you can't move off the couch.
You better be sick. You better be sick. You better be on your deathbed. You better be very unhappy. It is illegal to laugh or joke while being sick. I never understood that rule of why can't I smile or be happy and be unwell at the same time. Damn, MB.
You can't watch. You got to sit home and you got to watch all of like the In the Heat of the Nights and Murder She Wrote.
Why do you have the TV on? You sick?
Nah, because you on the couch. You got to sit out. The way it worked in my house, you was on the couch. You was on the couch, and if you laughed, you went and got dressed. You took a hot shower. We gave you some ginger ale.
You better get on in the bed. You say you finna be laying around here on my couch all day?
Yeah. So DeMar, and it turns out, Miami ended up beating Chicago, and of course the joke is right there. You should have brought her. You should have brought her. You should have brought her.
It was only one more day of missed school.
Yeah, man. And y'all played on a Friday. That was on a Saturday. You could have brought her. Didn't they play on like Friday or Saturday?
Well, shout out to her playing excellent defense. Trey and Zach LaVine. You got something to look up to.
So this is Richard Jefferson. Says he is waiting on LeBron to call him out of retirement like LeBron did Tristan Thompson. And I mean, it's the truth. Tristan Thompson.
How and why?
What does Tristan Thompson do?
I said how and why. I'm going to tell you right now. LeBron has been the best friend to Tristan Thompson. I've never seen anybody who just makes sure. That's the best type of friend you have, man. I'll make sure you get a check, man.
You better be LeBron got to be the Godfather. He got to be the Godfather. He got you $100 million and with no offensive game. He got you you hustle and got $120 million.
Rebounder. Imagine that.
$120 million. And I mean, the way it's looking, you might make it to the second round off this because
why does Richard Jefferson have pajama pants on?
He doesn't. Oh, no, he doesn't. That's the
those are not pajama pants.
Those are the men's.
No, they're not. No, they are not. No, they are
stretch. That's the stretch pants. That's the Fabletics pants.
It's not. No, it's not, Reggie. No, those are pajama pants. I can tell because how tight they are around his ankle.
Have you? Okay. Oh wait.
Nope.
76ers up by 9. Wow, that was a turnaround. But Richard Jefferson, you're not gonna make it. But LeBron, since we talking about LeBron, let's go ahead and bring up all of the LeBron stuff. Might as well shut in. So Richard Jefferson, well, not anything. LeBron and the Lake Show came back against Memphis. We did see a very good game. We saw Anthony Davis and now the Defensive Player of the Year, Jaren Jackson Jr., go at it, offensively and defensively. LeBron played pretty well, but the star of the show, by far, was Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves took over the game in the fourth quarter, and they came back and won against Memphis sans Ja. I will say Ja did get hurt his wrist, and probably is out for game 2. And that could be a problem.
I've seen this movie before.
They finished the game on a
Duncan-
15-0 run.
Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson. I've seen this movie so many times. I know how it is.
Because they're both white.
No, because they're both guys who trick you into believing they're better than they are in the postseason, and then in reality, when you need to count on them every day in and out,
But their games are totally different, though. The games are totally different.
Watch and see. Watch and see.
What are you basing this off of?
I don't think that Austin Reeves is this good for 82 games next season. He's going to turn into a pumpkin. Pumpkin pie.
You definitely said that because he's white. But Austin,
definitely because I don't think that he's that good. Nope.
Yeah, you did. You pick what's his name? Duncan Robinson. You could have compared him to a whole lot of different people instead of Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson.
Play possum all you want to.
He shammed the heat out of that money, and then he became unplayable.
Well,
yeah, pay him. Go ahead, pay him.
Duncan Robinson is different because Duncan Robinson didn't show any possibility of playing defense or doing anything else other than shooting. Nothing. He did absolutely nothing but shoot. At least Austin Reeves can get to the rim. I mean, he was hitting mid range. Now I will say he got hot. Now he hit that 30-foot three. I was like, oh well,
okay,
y'all about to lose. I think he's better than Duncan Robinson. I just don't. I hope you don't. It depends on how much money you pay him. What is the value you would pay him since you have to re-sign him? What would you pay him?
Is he better than Tyler Hero?
No. Tyler Hero got $112 million. What are you trying to say?
So you think he's probably a $10 million player a year?
I asked you. What would you pay him? I asked you.
Whatever I say is gonna be insulting.
What would you pay him?
Maybe 4 years, 40 million, I guess, probably. Yeah. 4 years, 40 million, maybe.
So $10 million a year. And yep. I think that's fair if he's coming off the bench. If you plan on starting him, then you got to pay him. I would pay him. What is Bogey making? $15 million a year. I would pay him between $10 and $15 million a year. He's better than 10, but I don't know if he's better than Bogey.
My sentiments exactly.
So if he's at $15 million a year, Embiid is going insane
because he's the best basketball player in the world. That's
yeah, this year he is. I mean, he is dominating.
He was last year too. I told y'all that, but nobody thought about defense.
What do you mean nobody? Everybody believed he should have been MVP last year. Literally everybody.
I don't like that. I feel like that was a self-correct afterwards.
No,
he ain't do nothing with Embiid though.
He won the.
Yeah, the bad part is he's stronger than you and blew past you. Damn, hate to see it.
Embiid got 20 and 8. He got 18, Lakers, 18 and 18, 18, 6, 3 and 2. And
these
1.
Lakers, they gonna trick y'all. They probably will beat Memphis because Ja probably be hurt for 3 or 4 more games. Jaren Jackson Jr. can't do it by himself. Dylan Brooks is fool's gold. What happened to Bane? He's supposed to be a killer, right? Gangster killer. I need to see who he is. This is his time to step up.
Well,
you need to show me that you can be Middleton. And
even though Austin Reeves had a crazy game, it really wasn't Austin Reeves. What happened? It really wasn't Austin Reeves. The person that was the catalyst for them, Austin Reeves put the game away. I will say that. Austin Reeves put the game away. He had 23, 3, and 4. Do I think Austin Reeves will ever give you 23, 3, and 4 on a nightly basis? No. But
Austin Reeves or AJ Griffin?
No, right now you got to say Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is a better scorer. He's been in the league longer. He's a better scorer. You got to say Austin Reeves. But
I'm going to say AJ Griffin.
It's biased on your part. Rui Hachimura was the one that nobody saw coming. 29 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist.
Thank you, Sneaky.
29 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist from Rui Hachimura, who was a starter and a lottery pick. Boy, John Salmons can. Oh, that's not John. They mad at Embiid. They nothing. Royce O'Neal can't do nothing with Embiid. But anyway.
Oh God.
Anyway, it was Rui Hachimura's 29, 6 and 1 with 11 of 14 shooting, 5 of 6. Now Desmond Bane did say he had the game of his life, and Desmond Bane had 22, 5 and 6 while you playing. They just have no bench.
He's gonna have to get closer to 25 points for them to win.
Well, no, I disagree because Luke Kennard only had 7. Tyus Jones only had 9.
Luke Kennard is not playing against the Atlanta Hawks. He's gonna be regular.
He's got to get you more than 7 points. With Ja hurt, he's got. I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr. had 31, 5 and 4, and they lost by 16.
That is the unfortunate part about getting a world-class game out of your defensive player of the year and still losing. That is tough. That is a tough hand to be dealt.
D'Angelo Russell played a solid game. He's not really. He's trying to figure out. I don't know what's up with. You did say Rui was good, Sneaky. Rui just never got a chance. He was in Washington, man, and they had all the mid wings.
Do not fool yourselves into believing LeBron gives these guys a multiplier, like on a video game where you have certain things and they give you like a temporary multiplier. You get these guys on your team, they're gonna go back to being regular.
Think so?
Regular.
Yeah. So the Lakers are up, 1-0, and they play today or tomorrow. Tomorrow they play tomorrow.
You
right?
remember LeBron tried to trick y'all into believing that THT was the next NBA phenom. We proved that. Not be real.
Well, we know LeBron be lying now. Now we do know LeBron be lying when he said he knew Austin Reeves.
LeBron do be lying now.
When he said I knew Austin Reeves was who he is now at practice number 2. No, you didn't, Nostradamus. You didn't know that at all. You are lying through your teeth, bro. I think it's a game. I think it's a game.
Anthony Davis was gonna be hurt that much?
No, why you didn't see that coming?
Yeah.
Why you didn't see Anthony Davis being poo? Why
He knew everything else.
Everybody else, who was the rest of the team they traded away? Why you know all them was gonna be bad? Why you wait to the end of the middle of the season to make the trade?
If you knew he was gonna be that good, you probably should want to have him on your team.
Hey man, the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard and Russell Westbrook and that team beat Kevin Durant, giving Kevin Durant his first loss as a Sun, 115-110. And Russell Westbrook is he played out of his mind.
Russ is peak Russ because I can play absolutely terribly and then still somehow find a way to influence the game when it absolutely matters the most.
That's not fair. You can't say terrible. That's not.
It's God off.
It is.
Reggie,
it's bad
3
shooting.
of 19.
It's bad shooting. It's bad shooting. I agree. It's bad shooting. But there's somebody else that played like this that got praised for doing this. Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo was a horrible shooter, but would have like 15 assists, would have 10, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks, and everybody be like, oh, Rajon Rondo affects the game in so many ways. Sure, he was 2 of 9, and he never took an open shot. Blah, 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 blah. But Russell Westbrook does it now and going 3 for 19, but he had 19 points, 21 rebounds, 14 assists in DC. The next 3 for 19 game, he had 9 points. What do you have? 8 assists?
Hey.
9 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, but he had 3 blocks and 2 steals, including the game-winning block over Devin Booker.
What about if he just stopped shooting the ball? I don't understand why that's just not a thing for him. What about if you just did?
He did. You remember when they played Golden State and they treated him like Ben Simmons.
But my thing is, why you got to shoot 19 shots to figure out you don't need to shoot the ball? But you know how good he would be if he played like Draymond?
Yeah, but even Draymond gets begged to shoot, though. Draymond, you've noticed this year, Draymond has gone to Draymond has gone to the rim more than he has before.
But I'm just saying, you don't have to play exactly like Draymond. But say going forward, why not just try to shoot less than 10 shots?
Who had 3
But
All-Stars
shoot
to
10
pass the ball to?
10 really
in the
good
Clippers
shots.
or in DC? Who had what 3 All-Stars you talking about? He passed the ball to DC. He had no All-Stars. Sneaky said that. He said he also had 3 All-Stars to pass the ball
I was
to.
confused.
Oh, you talking about Draymond?
Yeah.
I was about to say
But I
because
mean-
Russell Westbrook was on 2 teams that it was him and him.
I just don't
Bradley
understand
Beal.
why he needs to shoot 19 shots. Like, bro, there are still things that you could do really well. And people would actually be a lot, it wouldn't be as hard on you if you didn't miss the 16 shots.
I think it's more of if they're gonna leave you open, you got to take it. You remember
They're
when
not
South
leaving him now.
Carolina,
I can't imagine they're just leaving him now.
South
And if they're
Carolina,
leaving
yeah,
you-
they are. I watched the game. They left him open a lot. He just missed the 3. I mean, he
you're-
was what 1 of 7
If
from
you
3.
are, if they're leaving you wide open and you're
1 of
shooting
6.
3 of 19, that is embarrassing.
Russell Westbrook
That-
was the second
They're
most
really-
impactful player on that floor for the Clippers.
Yeah, big play at the end against Booker, all of that, but it's no way you need to go 3 of 19.
Listen, man, as Russell Westbrook says, we won both games, so shit, it works. I'm up for that. At the end of the day, they won. Now, Kawhi had 38, 5, and 5.
This is yes, Kawhi played out of his mind in spite of you missing 16 shots. See, that's what happens. That's that bad behavior at a time when you're successful. It only makes the behavior worse.
Bones Highland was 1 of 6. So, and the thing is, so this is why I think this is hypocritical. Because we always talk about players making an impact on the game if they're having a bad shooting night, right? If they're having a bad shooting night, still make an impact on the game. Russ had a bad shooting night and made an impact on the game.
When was the last time Russ had multiple good shooting nights in a row?
When was the last time Russ had multiple games where he had no impact on the game? You can turn the question and phrase it any way you want to.
Once again, you can't start the fight and then be like, "Oh yeah, I came in and helped you not get whooped." Bro, we didn't. If he's missing 16 shots, those are shots that we can have other people shoot and make.
Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Again, they left him open. They left him wide for the 3s. He's 1 of 6. They left him wide open for those 3s. Now, the better point would be to make
a wide open 3.
There's a lot of
He's
people
Ben
can't
Simmons then.
with heart. He's Ben Simmons with heart. He's what we would want Ben Simmons to be. If Ben Simmons
That is
played
embarrassing.
and played defense and had 3 blocks and 2 steals and the game-winning 3 and was as strong and it had as much belief in himself as Russell Westbrook, Ben Simmons would be playing right now for the 76ers or for another team. He would not have the mental collapse. There's no way that you can blame Russ. You can blame him for having a bad shooting night, but the impact on the game helped them win the game. He was not outside of shooting. He was not a detriment to that team at all.
Correct.
He was-
but stop shooting.
No, I'm gonna say keep shooting some of those shots, not all of them. Now, what would you do in this situation? You got it.
Do you see the 6-pack?
Russ looked like that 19-year-old linebacker playing varsity.
No, he does not. He looks like a G.I. Joe. That's the reason. You better leave him alone if you ain't got your pistol on.
So, and you better make sure if you got it that he ain't got his. So, Russell Westbrook is
I
known
can see there's a very low chance that he has it on.
right there. But that security guy, he is though. I can tell you that somebody armed in there. But
No, not a soul.
but
Not that guy. Not with a badge. That dude got a name tag on.
oh, so you think that the other person? So for the people that are listening, Russell Westbrook after the game walked into the one of the
This looks
Phoenix
like the
Suns
suite
suites,
level.
the suite level. So more and more now, when they renovate stadiums, they build stadiums. Suite levels used to be only in the middle, right above the lower section, right below the middle section, or the middle section would be suite level. More and more of these more and more of these stadiums are now making suites on the floor, so that you can see and interact with not interact, but you can see the players and get a bird's eye, up close view of the players as they run out the tunnel, as they go, they hand five. It's a way to just increase fan interaction. Well, when you talk a lot of trash, you might get the interaction you don't want. This is Russ.
Watch your mouth. Take it like a man. Watch your mouth, motherfucker. Watch your mouth. Say it like that. Watch your mouth. That's the man. Talk about it. About it.
First off, let's.
You're talking to me right there like that. I'm gonna be very clear. There's nothing you can do. I'm as soon as you tell me watch my mouth, I'm gonna say or what.
That was the correct response if you're the guy. The guy said take it like a man, and Russ said watch your mouth straight like that, and then he shut up for a little bit.
Yeah.
And
My
Russ
answer
walked
is
out.
Or what? And once Russ puts his hands on me,
I'm suing. My kids are going.
I'm rich.
Kids gonna be fine.
I'm
Now-
rich. I seen the house. Just go ahead and sign the deed over to me, my guy.
Russ said, the dude said at the end, said, "Don't talk about it, be about it."
Bro, now let's also be real. The only reason you were saying that is because you want to be beat up. Because there's not any point in the world where you believe that you and that action figure fight and you win. It's got to be dope. It's got to be meth, and it's got to be poor life decisions. Because that's not gonna go your way. Now, the
Not
thing
at all.
about it is they'll probably get you out of the hospital in 2 or 3 days. You regain your eyesight in probably the next week or so. You have a very intense physical training regimen, and then hopefully maybe 3 to 6 months you'll feel like you again. But you're gonna get your ass tore up by Russell Westbrook. Let me tell you that right now. I don't want you to get it confused. He's gonna destroy you. But he's gonna do it for a lot of money. So we all
Yeah, I'm
win.
about to say, would you take an ass whooping from Russell Westbrook so that your kids could be set?
Sure.
Assuming that the judge rules in your
What part of
favor.
ass do you want to whoop first? Oh,
Because
man.
Russ got multiple
Yeah.
$100 million contracts now. He got multiple.
And can I fight back a little bit?
Well, I'm assuming by you fighting back, it really is just you protecting yourself in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, you can fight back. You could definitely fight back. Got to
I'm
do
also
it.
hitting Russ with a chair. I'm not. Now,
First
the thing
off-
about it is you're going to hit him with a chair and it probably will not bother. That's the only unfortunate thing about it.
Unless you hit him in the knee. You got to hit him in the knee. You got to go for knees, elbows, hands, wrists, fingers, something that'll make him think about it.
Hey, I'm going for it. The more illegal, the better.
The more illegal, the better.
Absolutely.
All right, man. So where we gonna go?
Legitimately fighting for my life.
I don't think Russ will whoop your ass though. I think he'll hit you a couple times and that'd be it. Now, if you fight back, and
okay.
then
You
it's
don't
then
think
it's
Russell whoop your ass, you'll be a whooped ass. Those are the people who ass always get whooped.
all right, man. That's one of the. All right, man. You got me. Shut up.
Stomped out. I never thought you'd do this to me.
Yeah, you gonna learn today, and you gonna be a meme. You gonna be famous for the rest of your life. Hey, man.
Everything in your life gonna fall apart. Your levels of trust, like Mike Brown, gonna get stomped out. Like we thought Mike Brown was.
I will say, this series is shaping up to be one of the best series in the first round. we did talk about Clippers and Phoenix. That's gonna be a great series, but this.
Knicks and Cavs Cavs got to come back with it. They got to come back with something immediately.
Yeah,
the Grizzlies got to come back with something immediately.
I think the Grizzlies might be done. If Ja's hurt for real, they might be done. But we'll see, as they said. But anyway, with this one, Mike Brown is not falling for the kind words from his former team, who said that he deserves everything that he's getting. Happy that he got to be better play dead like you in front of a bear. That's what Sneaky said. Yeah. He fight Westbrook. But
Russell, he'd be the type to bite you to make sure you're dead.
Tickle your feet and then knock you out.
Should we put the adequate amount of respect on Mike Brown's name? He is Coach of the Year, correct?
Coach of the Year, Mike Brown. Coach of the Year. Leading to the Sacramento Kings to their first, which happens to be playoff appearance and win in 20 years. That's crazy. The last time they went to the playoffs, we were in high school.
Did I tell you I turned 37 on Friday? But yes, also Mike Brown, swipe right. Yes, do not believe the Warriors.
Yes, trust me. I've been around them enough. It's a setup. Don't fall for it, and I'm not falling for it either. Screw you guys until this is over.
Mike, tell me.
It's a setup.
That's that Chris Paul meme now.
Yeah, that's tough. He said, I love y'all, appreciate the kind words, but screw y'all until this is over with. That's what you got to have as a coach.
You know the Warriors like to do that kiki smile in your face, then they get right back to that locker room like, fuck that.
That's kind of like the signature of our generation of basketball players. In the 90s and 80s, it was, I hate you, I will literally kill you on the court if I have a chance. Now it's like, hey, let's play together, we cool, we gonna practice together, work out, and then I'm gonna kick your ass in the playoffs.
I hate that dude. I honestly don't like any part of him.
So that's how it works. But, man, that was a great game, dog. That was a great game. There were fireworks on and off the court.
Here we go.
Violence E40. Again, I'm going to pause it right here for the people that are listening. E40 is getting into it with the Sacramento Kings fan. E40 is sitting there, was standing there on the court with his drink. He's clearly sauced. And he's talking back to the fan. The fan is yelling at him. He's yelling at the fan. For some reason, they decide to escort him out of there. I don't need to play the sound, so you can talk over it.
This is one where people forget because he's a large, jolly man. E40 is really with it.
He's from Oakland. Like, he's from...
Exactly. Wasn't he the person who had Biggie surrounded after that whole little situation?
He's the person that kept Biggie from getting beat up, getting killed. Allegedly. So
these people know E40 from, mature 40. That's 40 that want to get at it right there. and he let that security guard know. First of all,
he talking to that security. Fuck you gonna do?
I'm gonna tell you greasily, disrespectfully, greasily, and it's bad for you. And I mean everything that I'm saying, and I can make sure that you experience all of it, my friend. I've never seen people behind somebody get the person in front kicked out. That's wild to me.
What? Okay, like I said, E40. I'm listening to you.
Give him the gas. Give him the gas.
As black men, right? As black men,
there you go.
We know. They said so. Apparently, Sneaky said I was getting to that point. They said that he was standing too much. That's why the people got mad at him, because he was standing too much.
At a basketball game?
Bitch, I'm on the floor. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. I'm on the floor.
Hey, bro, you behind me. You stand up. How about that?
You are on a higher platform because I'm on the floor. I can stand wherever I want to.
I pay
as much as I pay for these tickets. First. Second, as black men, you can tell. I can play this. I play this video on mute. I let it rock. It's gonna start over. You know the exact moment when somebody says something out of pocket that has something to do with race or something
And
that pisses you off.
I don't like this dude standing behind 40.
The white
He doing
dude.
way too much hand movement. I don't like people doing. Hey man, you doing way too much shrugging and hand movements for me. And that lady, nah.
Look at her. Look, she turns around and is like, go away. Nah. See, look. He's talking. They said he's standing too much. He's telling him to sit down.
To these people now understand these people have lives before entertainment. Is a lot more unscrupulous than yours, MAGA Karen.
And this is why you get this. These are the people. This lady, I don't know if y'all can see my mouse on the screen. You might be able to. These two people right here, the instigators, the terrible people, the theme that I keep saying for the past 3 episodes of who is the bane of this country's existence. Keeps doing this. She's the one. They started it all. They told him to sit down. He was chilling. And then after he gets escorted out, and I know they said something wrong. I know they said something wild.
Have to. Once you tell me that you came over here because I'm standing up too much at a basketball game, I'm going to say something so wild and flagrant that I'm going to have to be escorted out of this place.
And right here, when he told him get him out, E40 went crazy. When he said get him out, and that was the end of it. And he's like, yo, you know who I am? I'm E40.
No. You know what the answer is? You get me out. Don't tell somebody else to do it. You grab me. But this man back here doing all this smiling and kiki, I do not like him one bit. Yes, right there.
And look at Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney like, you
so nosy? You
Kevon Looney
1940. You just there, just trying to be all in the video. Man. Look at that. Why you touch? Don't touch people that much either. All of this is just nasty.
Sneaky said the white guy behind it could catch the malice in the palace for real. Yo, Sneaky, you need to be a writer for the Splashcast. That's what you need to be, because that is funny.
Hey, always remember, follow and subscribe. You too can be a writer for the Splashcast.
You definitely can. But yeah, man, E40 already released a statement saying that he is not going to the set game 2. He'll be at game 3 in Oakland, and I'm gonna let you know right now, he is going to be super turned at that Oakland game. If I'm, you know what? If I'm Golden State is playing now. If I win game 2, if I'm Golden State, and then they come game 3, I am playing nothing but E40 the whole night. Night.
You're not petty enough for me. First of all, I guess when they had shoot-arounds today, they play E40 the entire time. But also, even moreover, E40 will be performing Tell Me Where to Go at half.
About to say halftime.
And he got the new song out too. A40. We love to have you perform. Will y'all be so sick of E40?
Hey man, so are we gonna cover this? We covered this Kyle Kuzma, Spencer Dinwiddie on Saturday Morning Live, but we're gonna cover it again because it's funny to me. Embiid Olajuwon.
Light Skin Wars.
Embiid Olajuwon is up. What it is up 2-0 on the Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie's playing. You said this is light skin wars. This looks like a war of the generations. Spencer Dinwiddie looks like he's from the 70s. Like he should have a little derby on. That scruffy beard, and then Kyle Kuzma, of course, looks like he's from this generation. So,
no, he looks like he's from the future.
But
he don't know he's from the future.
I don't know. There's so many jokes that I just cannot say.
You've seen the outfit, the extra large sweater. That's from the future, dog. That's not from this time period.
So
go get that and bring that back.
Spencer Dinwiddie said you're probably not even a third star on a really on a good team, because if you were, the Lakers probably would have kept you. I don't know what started this. Now, I mean, I know that they don't like each other, but I don't know why Spencer Dinwiddie mentioned Kyle Kuzma in.
But it's the Spider-Man meme. You're not the third best player on a good team either, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Fair.
You think that they add one player to that team that suddenly the Nets are competing with the Celtics?
It's Mikal Bridges.
And where you a third star, just like they're legitimately the same person. They're a third star on a bad team.
They are the same person though. I don't understand. Okay, Sneaky says that Kuzma says something first. So this is Dinwiddie talking about him. Kyle Kuzma responds and says, "Insecurity is loud, sure." And he calls him Den shitty. Damn, Klay Thompson just got dunked on. Den shitty.
That's disrespectful.
And they go
don't disrespect my last name. Don't call me Ditchy. You know he probably been dealing with that his whole life too.
Oh yeah, that's why he responded. He said, he could call me names, but I didn't speak anything but facts. And I was like, Jesus.
But you got to take a personal assessment of your own station in life, and at that point, you too check the same box.
So and this is where he fucked up. He said he's like the Rick Fox on the Lakers team. Well, Rick Fox heard you. Rick Fox responds and says, "Hello, Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice to meet you. Thanks for the introduction. This is a photo. This is a photo of the 3 captains that Phil Jackson chose to lead his Lakers teams to back-to-back-to-back championships. Who is Rick Fox? I am. The other, the enforcer, Keys.
Now
got 3 rings, and he played really well.
This on Saturday. I'm gonna make sure that I say it again today. Rick Fox, you did not enforce anything for the Lakers. You might have enforced the dress code. You might have enforced the time that everybody laid down at night for curfew. But when it came on the basketball court, there's only one enforcer. That is Shaquille O'Neal. And in the off situation that he is not there, then the enforcing goes to Kobe Bryant. Congratulations on having a wonderful career, but you're not the enforcer, big dog. I don't care what they told you.
Well, but you have to respond. Spencer Dinwiddie basically called you a freeloader. And it was like,
now, that is true. Rick Fox will take your gal for sure.
He get all the chicks. But you got to respond. Cause
I'll be sleeping at Richards tonight.
Rick Fox, for no reason, he got shot with stray bullets though. For no reason, he wasn't doing nothing. He was like, dang, I ain't even do nothing. He was just scrolling Instagram. I heard Spencer Dinwiddie.
But now I will be stepping into your girlfriend's DMs, Spencer.
Immediately. I
will only return with results. I'm clearly used to winning championships.
I don't lose on or off the court.
No.
I'm an actor, a basketball player, and in your girl. All
matter of fact, go ahead and you send me her account. You do it.
Yes, sir. So
I'm a screenshot and DM your yo, that's sick.
You're a sick individual.
See, that's the reason I don't need to be in these type of situations, because there is an elite level of disrespect that just naturally flows.
Yeah, I will say a lot of people I know are very good at getting you to want to fight. If you try to tussle with jokes with a lot of our friends, you're going to lose that fight every time. Every single time.
You get in there playing now. You better be respectful if you know who you're talking to.
Because if you come and a lot of people I know will leave you with no other choice but to fight. So
and then there's immediate disrespect, and then there's that other little flip the red button, like, nah, all right, now keep playing with me.
Yeah.
I got that one.
Calm down now. I got that one joke now. I got one joke that will end all friendships, associations, and everything.
And people always get mad when you say that joke. I told you not to do that. I told you, leave me alone. No need for that.
Hey, man, speaking of somebody that wants to be left alone, though, Zion is getting shot at by his teammates. And a lot of people are saying that they're talking in general. These are straight arrows at Zion. Larry Nance Jr. There's a number 1 seed in that locker room. Whether we can get on the court at the same time is the question. Everybody played but Zion. That's just, this follows up CJ McCollum at the press conference after the play-in saying, all of that stuff, saying, if we could play together, you're in the playoffs, you're playing for a chance to go to the playoffs, you play through injuries, I'm playing for the people that are here, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He eventually backed off and said, well, he wasn't cleared to play 5-on-5, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. That's cleanup on aisle 7. They are shooting at Zion, not playing.
And it's a trash cleanup. You don't really clean up. I just have to do this because I was told to do this. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. Zion should be playing. Availability is important. We've got to be available. We've got to do what we need off the court in terms of getting treatment, in terms of getting right sleep, in the right type of hydration, having the right type of diet. Everything has to matter to us and to everybody 1 through 15. Having the right diet. I think that is oddly specific because there's this guy named Chris Norwood who has a podcast called The Splashcast, one of the realest podcasts ever heard of. And on there, he talks about how Zion's weight has always been an issue. So for CJ McCollum to bring up the diet probably means that CJ listens to The Splashcast.
I like how we got there. All of this was shot at Zion. Nobody else has a nutrition problem, right? Nobody 1 through 14 was there. Nobody else has a
basketball locker room talking about fat people. He like, you talking about me?
In terms of getting treatment, in terms of getting the right sleep, preparation, saying that now. All of that could have been said when he said preparation, getting the right sleep, hydration. All of that was cool until he said having the right diet. All that means everybody else ain't there. Everybody else said all of that was for everybody else until I got to this point.
I wasn't talking about him. We all should be better in shape.
Says Zion got to figure it out, man. Zion got to figure it out. And then for Zion to come out and say, what did he say? I didn't know that was the next picture. I did not know that was the next picture.
That is really messed up, man, dealing with weight issues. And y'all gonna try to find the fattest picture and put it up there. Y'all are sick. It's an evil world we live in. It is an evil world we live in, and somehow, some way, social media just magnifies it.
Zion, man, the Pelicans got some soul searching to do about this one. Zion has to prove to them something. Well, actually, he ain't got to prove nothing because I signed a contract.
Any of this, Reggie. I told y'all to trade this man for Julius Randle and a first-round pick, and people told me I was smoking dope. Nope. I hope that Zion is a fixture on this team for the next 12 years. I want to see exactly what this looks like because I'm going to keep winning stakes, and I'm going to keep being right about this. Anybody else want to bet me that he don't play? I'm very confident that Zion is never going to make another All-Star team if you got to play 65 games. It's over.
Did he ever make one?
Yep.
When he didn't play his rookie year.
Last year.
He didn't even play all of last year. Damn, Steph Curry came down on him.
Well, then it was the year before. It was the year. Maybe I don't know, man. He didn't play. It's all a trick bag to me. But if you got to play 65 games, he might as well just wait till the playoffs and play.
Not with $172 million. He ain't waiting.
Yeah, he is. You want to know why? Because you wanted it. It's just like your parents. They told you not to buy something, but no, you had to have it. Now you got it. And now you can't trade it. You can't do nothing with it. I told y'all, don't sign him. I said trade him to New York and get Julius. But Julius is panned out. And Zion can't stay out of the pan.
So, Miles Bridges is back. The NBA suspending Charlotte Hornets forward Miles Bridges 30 games, but 20 games considered as time served. Boy, they talking that prison talk, boy. Sources tell The Athletic in the stadium. Jesus. They could have said anything else already served. Like, come on, man. But, where does Miles Bridges end up?
Atlanta.
Yeah. Any team that's in the playoffs probably could use Miles Bridges. Oh, that's a charge. Any team
Yeah,
that use
we.
that's
I say
contender could use
Atlanta
Miles
because
Bridges.
he's more in the mold of what we would like. You could move John Collins. You could probably take a loss on John Collins in that move. And if you go add Mikal Bridges, it's not suddenly that big of a loss if you sign him in free.
Add Mikal Bridges.
I mean, not Mikal Bridges, Miles Bridges, Miles Bridges, Miles Bridges. Thinking about Mikal Bridges, looking at Miles Bridges. Hey, man. But yeah, if you trade John Collins, take a loss on the trade, and then you sign Miles Bridges, you made the best of a bad situation. As long as you don't take too big of a loss on JC, and he doesn't go Kevin Huerter.
If you get Miles Bridges and you trade John Collins, if you're the Hawks, at that point, is Cam Johnson under contract with the Nets already? Did he sign his extension?
Not yet, but I assume he's gonna sign that. They're keeping him.
They would like to, yeah. But I mean, if you trade John Collins,
and
you have a chance. You have the money to sign him. Well, no, you got to sign DeAndre Hunter. Never mind.
Yeah, you already signed DeAndre Hunter. Remember?
Not DeAndre Hunter. DeJounte Murray. I assume Hunter
Murray,
is on the chopping block too. But I said I could see Miles Bridges signing and going to Golden State, signing and going to the Lakers, signing and going to the signing and going to the 76ers. I mean, you could put him in. He could split time with PJ Tucker, because when you put PJ Tucker in for defense, you put him in for offense.
You're right.
You could see him any contender. He fits on any. He's like, oh, you know what? He reminds me of his career trajectory is at the fork in the road. He could end up going back to being on his way to being a star / I ain't gonna say superstar, but a star in the league, or he could end up having to rehab himself like Dennis Smith Jr. Because they're both they're pretty much similar players. One's just 6'2", one's 6'6".
A very good place for that dude.
Yeah, because he's a dog, and Jimmy Butler likes that, assuming that Jimmy Butler resigns, of course.
You would have, I mean, you would still have what I would consider a small team, but Bam, Bridges, and Jimmy, it's tough. It's a tough team.
Yeah, assuming that he could return to form now, because he used to give the Hawks problems. Because he's a tweener. He's a small forward. He's a wing. He's a small forward, power forward. He's really just a small forward, but because he's 6'6".
He's just really a 3.
But he can just dunk out of this world.
He's just an aggressive 3. That's all.
Very much so.
He's an aggressive 3.
He's got that mindset. He definitely has that mindset. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the basketball segment, man. We talked about the playoffs, round 1. We're not talking about the Hawks Celtics. They lost by 13. They were down by 30. It is what it is. Embiid Elijah is up 2-0. The Lakers and the Grizzlies. Everything, this looks shaping up to be a really, really good playoffs. -1 series. So, with that being said, we are going to get to the football segment, our final segment of episode 99 of the Splashcast, the Around the League edition. We'll be right back. We get to the football segment. Y'all stay tuned. Nothing? Okay.
Drano to y'all faucets. Superhero, this my Negro solstice flow. They hear my shit and then adopt it like a foster home. My granny working hard, the main person I call upon. Gold chain hang from my collarbone. I was the same guy in her college dorm. And I ain't never had a college dorm. Body like a bottle in a skin tone terracotta. I'm from Chicago, we invented mobsters. Some call me Saba, others call me Saba. As long as it's love, it's not a problem. I fillet a voyeur like I'm Oscar De La Hoya. Fuck is y'all looking at? Hot potato oil, I can fry the game of boil. They like, fuck is y'all cooking crack? Got niggas asking, is it jazz or is it rap? I'm a bit imaginative, I'm where the ribbon at. In the sky, I can write like Jack Kerouac. I can say anything, it don't even have to match. I can wear anything, it don't even have to match. When it comes to rap peers, I don't even have a match. Like a smoker looking for a light patch in their jacket flaps. Raised by the old school, G-Pot and the Cadillac. That's Young Sebastian back in office. Slipped out of the back in a flying saucer. Cristela, where we at? Declining offers. I hear niggas rapping can make. This is for the amateurs. This is where the master rap. Some of them not amateurs, but next to me they sound like that. My city like Gotham, but no, I am not Ben Affleck. Turn your head into a fraction, yeah, they will take half of that. I am not a hunter, but I grew up in that habitat. Life a uphill battle, but for me was more an avalanche. Stacking up the bread, now I need everything I haven't had. Millie after millie, they gon' hit me like I'm Bangladesh. Cold path on this beat back in 2009. I was but a young lad, waiting to have my time. Knew that one day my story be celebrated. I guess I'm still waiting, so fuck it, I'ma take it. Love myself enough.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our final segment of episode 99 of the Splash Cast Monday Night Raw, the Around the League edition, the football segment. That was a fitting song called Back in Office by Saba and No ID, man. That was a fitting song. Why?
A lot of rapping on this 36 pack. You are a fan of bars. It's gonna be a good audio experience.
A lot of rapidy rap, Shada. A lot of rapidy rap. Why is this a good song? Jalen Hurts signed a contract extension. 5 years, $255 million. $179.3 million guaranteed, 110 at signing bonus, $51 million average signing, $110 million guaranteed at signing, plus a $23 million signing bonus, making him, total incentives included contract, $51 million a year, the highest paid player in history.
Happy for him.
That's tough. That's tough.
I'm the highest paid player in. Congratulations, Jalen. I will say congratulations to the Eagles for getting the deal done. You could always be like Lamar and the Ravens and be in purgatory.
So
now,
okay.
And I want to be very clear. I am happy for this man to get paid.
There's some hate coming. It's some hate coming, bro. You would have paid him. I don't know if I'd have paid him 5 years, $255. But I mean,
I can't. There is, because I've spent a lot of time thinking about this over the last couple hours. You're going to pay him this no matter what. You was going to pay him this next year.
No.
Yes.
You may have paid him more.
How? You see the Ravens Lamar are in a figure four leg lock right now. And it's not guaranteed that he was going to get this contract. So if it wasn't guaranteed for him to get this contract, I think at worst case scenario, you're going to pay this 1 year later.
But
he's not
you
going to
don't
get paid more than Burrows. He's now getting paid more than Lamar.
Well, so that's why I say you don't wait. You got to play Burrow next year. Joe Burrow is about to reset the market. You got to pay Justin Herbert next year. I ain't gonna say Justin Herbert's gonna reset the market, but Justin Herbert is gonna get a big contract too. If you wait
All
till
of
next
these
year
guys.
and you are better than both of them next year, if Joe Burrow gets $260 million guaranteed during the year, right? But you end up making it back to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, you gonna be like, I should get paid exactly what Joe Burrow gets paid or more. That's how the contracts work in the NFL with a quarterback, anyway.
Rank the quarterbacks for me: Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrows, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts. Rank them 1 through 4.
Why? No, we talking about the contracts. I've done more or just as much or more than everybody that's gotten paid. You have to pay me accordingly. That's how quarterback contracts work. That's how they work.
This is what I'm happy that he got paid. I'm also happy this is not my team. I don't know how good Jalen Hurts is with missing a lot of the players that you had last year. And if you're going to pay him that much, eventually a lot of those players are going to have to go. And
were you in favor of paying Matt Ryan when he got that paycheck? Making him the highest quarterback, one of the highest quarterback paid in the league. I think he was the highest quarterback at the time. Were you in favor of that? They gave it to him right after his MVP year, right after going to the Super Bowl.
Yes. Matt
So
Ryan's
you
a
were
Hall
in
of Fame
favor of
quarterback.
Matt
He's number
Ryan
7
getting
yards all time.
Matt, do
I'm
you
100%.
so rank Matt Ryan, Patrick Mahomes, not Patrick Mahomes, I'm sorry, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, at the time, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan. Because he was paid higher than all of them. So he was paid higher than all of them. He was the highest paid quarterback.
You gotta throw away Tom Brady immediately, right?
Aaron
He's just
Rodgers.
not in the
He was
category.
paid higher than Aaron Rodgers at the time.
But you're once again talking about a guy who's going to end up top 10 in yards.
What does that mean? That's not the point. That's not the point.
Okay.
The point is,
don't
I
make
took
this
my
deal.
team to the Super Bowl. I had one of the best seasons in Eagles history as quarterback. You have to pay me.
Do it again.
I'll hold out. I'd hold out. If I take you to the Super Bowl, you tell me I'm not gonna pay you to do it again, then we got another Lamar. It's gonna be another Lamar.
Yeah. You better win an MVP? No. Do it
He
again.
better make the Super
How long
Bowl.
does it do it
There
again?
are arguments for that. There are arguments for that. And in the Super Bowl, I scored all the
way more
touchdowns.
than Lamar has ever had. Lamar has never had a receiving core like yours.
And we went to the
do it
Super
again.
Bowl. And we
Do it
went to the
again.
Super Bowl. And we went to the Super Bowl.
Do it again.
You're crazy. Now, I don't know if I would have paid him 5 years, $255. I don't know if I'd have paid him
Okay.
that much.
So what?
But he
so
definitely
what would you
deserves to
pay?
get paid. Well, actually, no. I would have paid him what they got in guarantees. Got to. Because Kyler Murray's at 184 or whatever. Kyler Murray screws this up. You have to pay me
Look at
comparable to
that
Kyler
list.
Murray.
Look at that list. On that list, how many of these guys do you trust?
I've done more than
a great
Kyler Murray.
question.
I've done more than Deshaun Watson. I've done more than Daniel Jones, Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, Josh Allen.
you have
I've
not-
made it to the
you have
Super
not
Bowl.
done-
There's only one person, two people on this list that made it to the Super Bowl other than me.
Matt Stafford.
Oh, three people. Matt Stafford. Three people. And I'm getting paid more
How
than Matt
many pe-
Stafford.
How many people on this list do you trust, Reggie?
2, 3, 2. Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. Deshaun Watson,
You
Patrick
trust two
Mahomes.
of you?
I'm sorry.
So who
I'm
do you
sorry.
trust on
Patrick
this?
Mahomes and Josh Allen. I don't know why I said Deshaun Watson. Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
I was. Everybody else on there is big trick bag, right?
Could be big trick bag. I think the big trick bag is Daniel Jones. I think everybody else
Yeah,
has the potential.
Derek
Maybe Kyler
Dobbs.
Murray too. Kyler Murray too.
You trust that?
Dak has been consistent for the $40 million he's getting paid compared to everybody else.
You think he's
I think Dak and Matt Stafford are in the same class.
man? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If y'all got kids, make them quarterbacks. The quarterbacks in NFL are not. It's so few legitimate, really good quarterbacks. That's the reason people like Daniel Jones are getting $40 million. Let's be real. Daniel Jones is not good.
Nobody
He's
said he
not.
was, but Daniel Jones getting $40 million gets Jalen Hurts to 51, or really gets Jalen Hurts to 45. Really,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray getting 46.1 a year gets Jalen Hurts to 50 million.
$46 million like I need a hole in my head. It ain't nothing. I pay Kyler $46 million to get the hell away from me.
If I'm the Eagles, you make this because you know if Jalen Hurts has any type of year similar to last year, and Joe Burrow gets paid, and Justin Herbert gets paid, what you think you gonna have to pay them after they sign? If you don't sign Jalen Hurts now, and Joe Burrow, and he does what he did again, get you to the NFC Championship game.
I keep my $51 million for another year and see how it plays out.
Yeah, but you don't think first of all he's not gonna play. Second, you don't think he's gonna come back and say, well, you didn't want to pay me 50. Joe Burrow's getting 55. I'd like 57 or 54. You gonna end up paying more.
If you play that well for 2 seasons back to back, then I will have no issue paying you.
Man,
but I don't believe you think what do you think the Eagles end up this year?
I don't know. You can't say that now. That's pre-draft, pre the finish of free agency, all of that. Right now, the roster that they have, I think that they are the best team in the.
This is another one.
They're the best team in the NFC East. They're the best team in the NFC East right now.
You punt a year, you come back in exactly 1 year, and you reassess. At that point, you might have to do a slight overpay for a self-correct, but you know you 100% got your guy.
You're assuming that Jalen Hurts plays. He's on his 4th year. Year. You're assuming that he plays.
Nah.
So if you're Jalen Hurts, you know your contract is coming up, and you just went to the Super Bowl, and they say we're not going to pay you. 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 Do it again. And you're Jalen Hurts. What's your response? Okay.
How many seasons has he had that he's been good?
You gonna answer my question?
I'm not paying him.
I'm saying if you are Jalen Hurts, you are up for contract extension, right? Your contract is $4 million coming up. You just went to the Super Bowl. And because they got you in the 3rd round, there is no team option. After this year, you are a unrestricted free agent. And you're Jalen Hurts, and you're up for extension, and they say, nah, come back, do it again. We only gonna pay you $4 million. What you gonna say? Cool?
Unfortunately, we gonna have a dude.
That's what I just said. Then now you have a Lamar Jackson situation all over again.
I'm not paying him. I damn near draft Anthony Richardson first. Got me messed up, bro.
The Eagles did what the Browns did.
One good season.
The Eagles did what the Browns did.
One good season does not make you the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Hell no. I would have paid you some, but no. For one season, I'm gonna tell you exactly where I would have probably paid him.
This is what happens.
$42 million. $42 million. Take it or leave it.
The Eagles, well, I mean, his guarantees is $36 million, but the Eagles screwed over the Bengals. The Eagles did what the Browns did. The Eagles saw what the Browns did with the Ravens and did it to the Chargers and the Bengals.
Ravens. The Ravens is crazy because I'm gonna tell you exactly why the Ravens crazy. It's because it's like you've been fighting the person. You've been fighting and you finally like, oh, I might be able to win. As soon as you feel like you starting to win, somebody just hit you over the head. It's exactly what they did while you weren't looking. You went and paid him. Nobody expected you to pay him.
Not that. I will say this case, you knew that he was going to need a contract, but I didn't think that this was coming. I 5 years, 255.
Hey, he's not better than Aaron Rodgers. Kyler Murray's a stupid pay. I don't think he's better than Deshaun Watson. He's sure as hell not better than Patrick Mahomes. He sure as hell ain't better than Josh Allen. And look at that. That's a nice, cozy place for him to be, right below Josh
but
Allen.
that Patrick
right
Mahomes
above.
deal is tricky because it's a 10, 12-year, $500 million contract.
As long as Patrick Mahomes is getting paid that, you cannot get paid that. I don't care if his deal's 100 years. No. The answer is no.
And my counter to you is Kyler Murray is 46.1. Got to figure it out.
No, I ain't gotta figure shit out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
The Cardinals are legitimately falling apart, like splitting at the seams. And you think I'm gonna pay for that? What does that got them? Looks like they made poor. Oh my goodness. Well, Sacramento.
Talk about Alex Lynn when he dunked on Buddy.
And torched this. That's how Alex Lynn dunked twice, and then De'Aaron Fox hit a 3. Well, they finna light the beam on y'all if y'all figured out, Warriors. But no, Jalen Hurts, appropriate. He got paid $51 million. I think that he deserves $41 million. He got an extra $10 million. That's excellent negotiation. Shout out to his agent. That's excellent career management.
Why don't you think he doesn't? Why do you think he doesn't get paid more than Josh Allen?
It's not better than Josh Allen.
What has Josh Allen done that Jalen Hurts has not done?
Hey, accomplishments aside, I can look at both of those guys.
You can't say accomplishments aside. Accomplishments are what the contracts are based off of.
Okay.
How can you say you agree that Matt Ryan becomes the highest paid quarterback after going to the Super Bowl, but somebody else doesn't deserve to get paid?
I can look at both quarterbacks, and I can understand that Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. Well, let's just go ahead. Do you think that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Josh Allen?
No. But he's done more than Josh Allen has done. Okay, I'll play your game. Do you think that Matt Ryan is a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Yet you just said you agreed that Matt Ryan should have gotten paid more than Aaron Rodgers.
I have a counter for that. I think that I could find a guy who's probably closer to Jalen Hurts. The Falcons had no way of getting a guy as good as Matt Ryan.
That is a terrible counter. Jalen Hurts just took you to the. That is a terrible counter. That is Jalen Hurts has proved. Jalen Hurts has proved by taking you to the Super Bowl. You can't discount. You can't discount. Whoa, sneaky Hurts is not better than Allen. Now I ain't say that. But you can't discount the accomplishments because accomplishments are what contracts are based off of. The only contract that quarterback that's not based off accomplishments was Tom Brady. Literally only Tom Brady. Nobody else has gotten a quarterback for cheap. Name me one quarterback outside of Tom Brady that took a discount.
This is a no for me. And if they paid it, it ain't my problem. But I have concern this deal is going to look funny in the light soon and very soon.
Oh, I mean,
and I'll just be here.
All of these deals could look bad. All of these deals could look bad. Do you think Deshaun Watson should have got that money? No, it could look bad.
I think there's a very high chance that he's gonna look funny in the light. You haven't played football in a long time, bro.
So you're on the owner's side then, that these quarterback contracts are out of control and that it needs to stop.
No, I'm willing to pay this if I think that these guys are good enough. Patrick Mahomes, fair deal. Josh Allen looks like a steal right now.
That's why you pay him that. At the time when you paid him, it didn't look like a steal.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't. He signed before Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
And Patrick Mahomes signed after him.
But I think Josh Allen to be a generational talent. I want that.
Whoa.
I think Patrick Mahomes to be a generational talent. I want that. Jalen Hurts, you could very well just be a pretty good quarterback. Kyler Murray, you don't deserve to be top 5 because you'll never be top 5 in your career. There'll never be a point where you're a top 5 quarterback. Deshaun Watson, we living on a prayer.
What prayer?
Daniel Jones, boy, you bet. I mean, because Deshaun Watson, before all of the situation, he was a top 5. He was a generational talent. I 100% put Deshaun Watson
sneaky.
with no Texans wide receiver in the generational talent.
I would sneaky on that Josh Allen take. But Deshaun Watson signed the 5-year contract. He signed the 5-year contract that made him one of the highest paid quarterbacks at the time. Then he came back the next year and was like, I want a bigger contract. And it was like, nah, fuck you.
I think that Josh Allen for the next 10 years will be a top 5 quarterback every one of those years. That makes you a generational talent. And it ain't even really 5 more years, only like 7 more years. Well, yeah. None of these guys better than Joe Burrows. None of these guys, well, not none of these. But Jalen Hurts not better than Burrows, not better than Lamar. He may or may not be better than Justin Herbert.
I think Joe Burrow is going to get a bigger contract, and I think Justin Herbert will probably get a contract similar, unless they just, which is the well. Before we get there, we argue about the money. We argue about everything. We argue about whether you're worth it or not. To go from 2019 being benched for Tua, transferring, uncertain about his future at Oklahoma, being drafted, I think he was third round draft pick, to 2023 being a superstar franchise QB, highest paid player in the history of the NFL in terms of total contract, is crazy. That is one of the best stories in football. If we don't have a Netflix special about this, y'all doing something wrong.
Yep. And then, I mean, I hate to have to bring the other guy up, Tua. I mean, seems to almost be headed in the opposite direction.
I think Tua is more a product of the talent around him than Jalen ever was.
Reggie, the Philadelphia Eagles have one of the best overall teams in the NFL, if not the best overall team in the NFL. Top to bottom, across all different levels.
Let's talk about it. Tua in college was really good with the second team, which was just the first team B with Alabama. He came in the fourth quarter against UGA, had one of the best passes in college football history to win the game in overtime. After that, he was not that great. He was often injured. He was often hurt. He gets to the pros.
I can't see a world where Tua plays 10 more years.
He gets to the pros. Jalen Hurts, he gets drafted in the first round to Miami. Jalen Hurts goes to Philadelphia, keeps his head down, keep plugging. Same story. Tua gets Tyreek Hill. Tua gets Jalen Waddle. Tua gets all of these people put around him. But before he got all of those people put around him, Tua was mid. Before they got all these people down there, he couldn't read defenses. The same way that Clemson beat him, all you had to do is just take away his first option, and he threw an interception. He did the same thing that he did at Alabama. They get a whole bunch of people around him, put around him. All of a sudden, he looks great, and what happens? Unfortunately, not all his fault, but he gets hurt. Same thing. Jalen Hurts.
There is an intangible with Jalen Hurts, just a way to find success every time. There's nothing you can say about that. He finds a way to win. Number one, thinking you are tripping. Josh Allen is going to be a generational talent. I mean, you might as well prepare for the next 5 years. Lamar, Mahomes, Allen, Herbert. And where your boy Sunshine? Is he gonna get paid too?
Who's Sunshine? Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
It's tight on Jacksonville. if they keep going to the playoffs, yeah. That's the way quarterback contracts work. That's the way
So what do you pay him? That's what I want to know. What do you pay him?
We don't know. We don't know because he's only in his third year. You don't know.
If he has another season just like this season.
Just like this season where they go in the first round of the playoffs, whatever Justin Herbert gets paid. Whatever Justin Herbert gets paid.
If I'm Justin Herbert, I'm like, do not pay me the same that he.
Justin Herbert's going to get paid before Trevor Lawrence. That's the part you're missing. They're going to get paid before Trevor Lawrence is due to get paid. So if Trevor Lawrence performs adequate enough that's like Justin Herbert or better, if I beat you, mind you, I beat you in the playoffs, and I beat you, you have to pay me him as the starting point. That's the starting point in negotiations.
I will go draft another quarterback. I know that I'm probably a crazy person, but I can see
you're not a crazy person. You sound like you're part of the Patriot way. You know what I mean? We're gonna get you on your contract.
That's an insult.
We're gonna get you on your rookie contract.
That's an underhanded insult.
We're gonna get you on your rookie contract.
Organizations of all
We're gonna
time,
play.
so.
We're gonna play, and we're gonna get you on your contract. We're gonna put you in ways, and when it's time for you to get paid, you can get the hell on out of here. And that's how you gonna do it, because I'm not paying you that amount of money.
What Vanessa say? Take him to hell. Take him to hell.
The thing is, you better, if you have that, or when you have that thought process that you do, you have to have a quarterback that's willing to take a loss. And there's only been one quarterback that we've seen that I can remember in all of my years watching football that has been willing to take less. Only one.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams. Oh my goodness.
What?
Sacramento is turning up on the Warriors.
Yeah, they just went on like 15 nothing.
People in there is on 11 in there.
They just went like on a 15
but yeah,
run.
I spent a lot of time thinking about this contract. I don't really love it. I'm happy he got paid. Don't ever confuse me with being a hater, but for sure.
Yeah, because it's a thin line right now.
I'm a concern. This risk is risky. Because he's had one good season. What about if he's Nick Foles?
That's the risk you take. What if he's not?
I think he's closer to Foles than not. I think he's way closer to Foles than Mahomes.
I mean,
he paid more than Mahomes, so you can't not say.
I think we'll see. Because Deshaun Watson's that year was so good. But the thing is, he had that year that was so good after he signed the contract. He signed the contract, then went out there and played and won that playoff game by himself, and then came back afterwards and said, y'all need to give me some more money. That's the only difference, is that he signed the contract before. If he didn't sign the contract before, it'd be the same thing.
His thing is we've seen him be really, really elite level, like Hall of Fame trajectory player for multiple seasons. Well, I don't trust anybody for specifically one contract season with one of the best teams that's been put together. That's too much. My values are too conservative. I just can't spend my money like that. I can't do it. Can't do it.
I see what they were doing. It's a risk. It's definitely a risk. It's a risk because you're playing that he's going to stay as good as he is now or get better.
No, he has to get better because he's going to cost so much. We're not going to be able to afford the people who we've had in the past to elevate him.
But if he ends up being better and you didn't pay him, you still in the same boat. You got to pay him more.
My gut tells me he's not gonna get into top 5 status. I don't think that Jalen Hurts is top 5 quarterback. That's a harsh reality.
I mean, that's
I also
not
don't
arguable.
think that Daniel Jones is a top 5 quarterback. I don't think that Kyler Murray is a top 5 quarterback. I sure as hell don't think that Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback. And I don't think that Matt Stafford is a top 5 quarterback. So a lot of people getting paid for positions they should be in. And that's that on that. Only people who I feel comfortable with getting paid on that list, honestly, Mahomes, Josh Allen. Yeah, because even Aaron Rodgers, you're paying him for time served.
Hold on. Yeah. It looks like the team that looks like the genius is the Seahawks. Because everybody was talking about, not Seahawks, the Broncos. Everybody was talking about Russell Wilson's contract until you actually look at it. And compared to all of these other numbers, he's only $37 million against the cap with the way it's set up. So
now I will say his play last year was commensurate with his pay. He was below all of those guys last year. He was not better than Daniel Jones. He's not better than maybe did Matt Stafford play last year or whatever?
He got hurt at the end of the season. Remember, at the elbow. Once they were out the playoffs, he was like, "I'm out."
Yeah, but I mean, out of all those guys, I think he's confidently was the worst last year. They said they'd be genius if he was good. You're right.
So, and finally, with Jalen Hurts, shout out to Miss Nicole Lynn, man. So, Miss Nicole Lynn sent Jalen Hurts a Hail Mary Instagram DM after his college career ended. Mind you, he had just transferred to Oklahoma and finished his year. He was a hot now. Don't act like he was. Don't talk about. Don't act like at Oklahoma he was bad. Now he was still a Heisman Trophy finalist at Oklahoma. If she DM'd him and said, "Hey, have you picked an agent? If not, I'd love to link." Whoop-de-whoop. They ended up meeting up, talking. Nicole Lynn then becomes his agent, and he not only hires her, he was so impressed with her that he hired a team of black women to represent him
Team of
in
women.
all
team
facets.
Of women,
team of women, not all black women. Team of women, mostly black women.
But number one, I like that she shot her shot. Number two, watch the Deltas. They will always win. And yeah, it worked. And like I think she's the head of football for Clutch Sports now. That she's as much as he's had excellent career development, she has to.
They work together. Now, I'm gonna say this: no shots, but it's a shot. But it's not meant to be.
It's a shot.
If I'm Lamar, why did you press? Are you playing music?
Oh, my bad. Nope, didn't mean to do that.
Stop. What was my point? Oh, if I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm calling her today. Mom, I love you. It's cool. We've made it this far. After we get whatever contract we get with the Ravens, I'm hiring her as soon as it's over. If I'm Lamar,
why?
Because she got Jalen Hurts 5 years for $255 million.
She got you that too. What are you talking about? She got you the same deal. You ain't have to pay her. And sometimes
that's true.
The Lord will fight battles on your behalf. I was losing. I was in the fiery furnace with Shadrach, Meshach,
and Abednego.
I was in the lion's den, but I walked out. You want to know why? Unscathed.
They are smoking the water.
Yeah, she had already negotiated the deal. You can't pay me less than they paid him. What are we doing here?
Which is what we just had an entire conversation where I made that exact same point.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but she did it. I don't think that was the right decision, but she did do it. Mission accomplished. Congratulations. But no, I'm definitely not paying for an agent now. I just got an agent by proxy. Even better. My money's still in my pocket. And then I might send you a fruit basket. Hey, homegirl, appreciate that. You did your boy solid. But me, I'm good. Pay me my money. Put my money in my hand. I support your nonprofit, all of that. I send some money over there for sure, because you got me some. And right when I was at the point where I could lose, you went and came out of nowhere and saved me. The least I could do is send you a couple dollars.
Boy, Ravens, y'all. I know y'all dug in.
It's over. It's over now, boy.
Now, you know who looking at that?
To be trying to get your money together. You know when you be calling, hey, I just need $30 from you, $40 from you, because now I'm gonna tell you, you do not want to be on the other end of this. If somebody else slip up and pay early, you
are screwed. Let me tell y'all who else is mad. Shout out to Alabama fucking over LSU yet again. I'm not sure. In my mind, I've made up this scenario. Lamar and Odell had a discussion. Lamar told Odell, hey, we're getting close, or we're talked, I'm going to be in Baltimore. Then Jalen Hurts, Lamar says, cool, I'm going to sign with Baltimore. 1 year, $18 million. Mind you, the Jets gave him a similar offer, allegedly. No, I'm going to go. Lamar said he's going to sign with Baltimore. I'm going to sign with Baltimore. The news of Jalen Hurts comes out, 5 years, 255. If I'm Lamar, I'm looking like at OBJ like, look, brother. Hey, I said I would sign. But yesterday's price is not today's price. And if I'm the Eagles, they literally threw a grenade into Baltimore and said, y'all figure it out. Kaboom!
Yeah, I mean, well, the whole signing of OBJ is not. I don't know why people are so excited about that. That man has not played basketball in 1 year. And the year before that, he only played at the end of the year. You think that this guy's going to be my primary wide receiver? And you think that you just, no. Everybody else gets the guy who they want from college, and I get the Island of Misfit Toys? No. I'll go somewhere else. Hey, I mean, Atlanta,
I know where Lamar should go.
I might be able to.
Lamar need to get on out of there. Go on up the road, big dog. You got Magic in your corner.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Right. Shout out to Magic, his sports group.
Big Thanos Johnson right there, boy.
Magic is part owner of the Dodgers. I think that's the Lakers. No, that's the Sparks. He's part owner of the Sparks, part owner of the Los Angeles Football Club, and now he is part of the team whose bid was accepted first by Daniel Snyder and the Washington Commandos. Doesn't mean they won the bid. It just means right now they have the best bid, and other people are allowed to counter. But he's part of that ownership team as well. His portfolio is kind of crazy. This is just sports team.
And this is just a sports team. This is not the end of it. He's a likable person. That ability to be well liked goes a long way. And rich and well liked is actually very rare. Almost non-existent. And he checks all the boxes and continues to. He stays in what he knows, and now Commanders, and it's interesting because his teams are typically good. The Commanders historically have not been. Does this ownership group turn the Commanders around?
If do you make a splash? The splash is go get Lamar. That's the splash. You hired the coach that everybody down and said he's not a good coach. You've got Magic up there as.
Wait, isn't Ron Rivera still the coach of the Commanders?
And Ron Rivera will be the coach until
this deal is done. When this deal is done, I imagine they probably just gonna go clean house. I imagine everything to come down.
I did not know Magic was the owner of the Lakers for 16 years. He had a minority ownership stake of the Lakers.
It helps when the Bus family loves you. But yeah, for me, I strip everything down in the Commander's organization down to the barest of bone.
He got the
I'm honestly, I'm going for a new logo. I don't want anything to reflect any of the time, anything associated with Dan Snyder.
Oh, wow. He's got an esports team as well. Wow, imagine. So if he does this,
money.
It's just every play that he's made, he's used it to make a bigger play. Every single one. Back to it. If you win this bid, the play is to go get Lamar. That's the play. You would rejuvenate. You would rejuvenate the franchise immediately.
You're definitely about to make that word up. Yeah, and the other part is, you know who this puts a lot of pressure on? The Dallas Cowboys. An immense amount of pressure on the Dallas Cowboys.
Why? If he goes to Washington?
Because,
Oh, yeah. 100%.
The fan base is rejuvenated. The team is rejuvenated. They actually spend money for Jerry. That Hey Jerry, you better hope that they get it this year. Let me tell you that much. Does Magic get over there? It's gonna be bad for the Cowboys
because they are going to have all of the marketing.
I know Commanders fans who are just happy. Like they're gonna be, I assume probably 30-40% more fans just happy that Dan Snyder is not there anymore.
Yeah. Well,
yes, they hate Dan Snyder. They do.
Well, I mean, he depends on what type of fan you're talking about.
He's like James Dolan. Hate them.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that used to be fans back in the day that will never be fans again of the Washington football team, similar to the Cowboys, but for reasons, y'all know why. But well, they just keep letting Gary Payton Jr. shoot from the corner. He keep hitting them threes. They were down by 12, now they're down by 5.
Picks for him.
So,
oh God, dog, sneaky. He said Magic won't save them.
Well, Matt, he hates them.
You better try another optical illusion.
Oh man. But with that being said, man, what did Ryan Leaf say about?
Ryan Leaf was basically just talking about I can't remember, one of the number 1 quarterbacks.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud, his agent is also your boy's agent, Deshaun Watson. And after that whole situation transpired, basically they won't do a deal with him going forward. So that kind of cancels him going to the Texans, which I think is not.
I about to say that's a smart move.
I would not be interested in going to the Texans at all, not whatsoever. I don't think that they're a good organization. I don't think that organization is moving positively or headed in the right direction. I do think that they made a very good, pick for a coach. But everything else around that place is just shoddy. It's shoddy. I have no interest in being there.
Shout out to DeMeco Ryans, man. DeMeco Ryans is good. I think this was a chess move by CJ Stroud. You got Deshaun Watson, the highest paid quarterback at the time, highest paid guaranteed contract in history. And I don't want to go to Houston. Houston has been middling for a long time. This was smart. I wouldn't want to go to Houston either. Now, I will say it sucks for DeMeco Ryans. And I think if DeMeco Ryans proves to be a good coach, that he could end up in the same position to get Caleb Williams, which would be kind of crazy down there, depending on the draft that they have now. Yeah, but I'm saying with the draft that they have now. And that's what I hope happens. And just like that, with threes, the Warriors have tied the game after being down 14. But CJ Stroud said, yo, at the end of the day, I'm not going, and I'm going to hire the agent to make sure I'm not going to Houston.
That is the right way to do it, and it's non-confrontational. It's very passive-aggressive. Hey, I'm going to tell you, I have no interest in coming to your team. It is dangerous over there. It didn't work out for the last guy. I have little to no interest. But I can't just tell you guys not to draft me, so I will pick the one guy who you'll never do any type of business. Thanks.
Yep. College football, quick college football. Of course, spring football everywhere. You got Georgia playing. They have a three quarterback duel going on. You have Florida has, well, I guess y'all quarterback is settled with the transfer. But the biggest quarterback
don't think anything is settled. I saw that game. Did not like any part of it.
I didn't say it.
In Tennessee, they do say that not in Tennessee. In Texas, Quinn Ewers is supposed to start. They have another top 5 guy back there, and then they also have Arch Manning, who everybody is ready to see.
Yeah, I was
this has transfer portal written all over it though. Somebody's getting out of there. I'm gonna tell you right now.
No.
Odds are 2 out of the 3 go.
Who's the third?
I don't think that you think Quinn is leaving next year. I also don't think that he's going to have that type of season either.
Well, I mean, he transferred from Ohio State, so after this year he could go to the league. He's eligible to go to the league.
I don't think that he's going to have a season that's going to put him in the right position to go to the league at a high enough pick?
Shit. I think with the players that they've added, they added Georgia's best receiver, A.D. Mitchell. They added a bunch of other players from the transfer portal. And whether you like it or not, at the college level, Steve Sarkisian is a good coach. He's a good offensive mind. And he's a good quarterbacks coach. I mean, he got Jake Locker to be drafted in the first round. So I think Quinn Ewers could have that 1 year. If he's in the Heisman Trophy talk, he's out of there. 2, if Arch Manning, if you're not in the Heisman Trophy talk and you mediocre, you still out of there. Because Arch Manning ain't waiting another year.
That's the reason I'm
Either
saying
way.
this has somebody's getting out of here. And the other poor kid, bro, you should have just
The black quarterback.
take the
And
year.
they got a black quarterback
Yeah.
as the other guy. Malik Murphy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Florida would love to have you. We might lie to you and tell you we're gonna pay you, and then not actually
Texas
pay you.
Southern. Texas Southern already. We just looked at the dude from Texas Southern that's from that sign.
Oh, you're right. You could definitely get down there and throw passes to him. He is a monster. You're right.
What is it? Quadarius?
Darius.
Yeah, man, go there. HBCUs, they're the talk of it. Make it happen. 3, 2. Oh, you're not gonna get that shot off.
But with that said, we have come to the end of episode
Sorry, I was watching the game.
99. And if you learned anything today, when people go low,
Take them to
them
hell.
I just see people like coming in and just me throw them on the ground.
I just see a trap
Super
door.
Powerball.
I just see a
love it.
trap door, dog. That's funny. But
But
if we didn't miss anything,
please
Norwood, take us
remember-
out.
always remember, like, follow, subscribe. Me and Reggie truly appreciate you guys rocking with us through 99 episodes. Next time you see us, will be Saturday Morning Live, and that will be a warm-up for Patrinacy. Monday Night Raw will be the rawest next week. It'll be a good time. We'll get to
man.
laugh.
I may
a
take
lot.
Tuesday
We'll
off
get to
from
look
work.
back over the last 99 episodes. Look forward to another 100 episodes. Like, follow, subscribe. Playlist will be out Wednesday. Reg, you got anything for the people before I get us out of here?
Hey, man, listen. If y'all listen to what Norwood says and let him tell it, y'all think I pushed the line and all of that other stuff. I'm not telling you to tell me to stop because I'm not going to. Just know that next week is going to be very, very, very interesting and fun.
Reggie really told y'all to kiss his ass. He was
In a
like,
nice
"Oh,
way.
y'all think that I'm going too far? I'm not stopping. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere."
Yeah,
and next
man,
week
nah.
will be even worse. But yes, once again.
Man, watch
number
next week be a
one,
slow
number
news
one,
week. That's going to piss
number
me off,
one,
too.
More black baseball, more black beaches. Number 2, more black cowboys and more black cowgirls. Number 3, and by far the absolute most important, the historically black college university your cousin went to, you went to, your mother went to, that person you met at the library went to. Send some money over there. The historically black college university in your neighborhood, the one that you go to for tailgates, step shows, homecoming, just to be around your people. Send some money over there. And then, of course, the greatest learning institution in all the world, the one that gave me a degree and Reggie a degree, and we still love this university to this day, the Hampton University, the greatest learning institution on the planet. Send some money there on behalf of us. Outside of that, it is only one thing for me and Reggie to do now. What's that, my friend?
Hang out. Love y'all. Peace. Thanks for staying with us through
Until
the
we
Chinese
meet
weather
again.
balloons. We love y'all.
Arrivederci. Adios.
See, and when you do this, I never know when to press stop.
I know. That's the reason I just do it. And I don't, we'll get there eventually. It's an adventure.
It is.